So I'll go with 8 without a 9. So if you want to subscribe of this channel and get it's a membership and you want to subscribe in this channel. So if you want to subscribe now and you want to subscribe to from any platforms and bases all the globe on YouTube, you get 2 separate ways. So we're going to have a second my third page is called AEW Frog Wrestling. It's my new channel. So we got 3 channels in 3 separate ways. So if you want to subscribe and get membership, you get 2 channels, and you get 1 membership and 1 sticker onto the globe. So if you want to put my descriptions below on my screen. So let's go live right now from AEW Live right here. I just went tomorrow, so number 8 rolling to some Moxley. I was acting putting off to Dead Riddles. And you went Tony Schiavone opens the show with Master P. After who introduced the trio champions, the OPPS, the Dead Riddles to interrupt. After the championship celebration to lay out the OPPS. After when Samoa Joe caught Moxley in a cunning clutch, just like Young Bucks. After in Castle Cola attacked the Samoan submission machine when it still sealed. After when was staggering to come out, and it's was staggering and Kenny Omega came out to even the odds. I just sent the Elite and Dead Riddles. I was wanting Samoa so it didn't accept Moxley. That was a sign from all the conclusion warning that he was coming for his AEW World Championship pistol. I think this was opponent from the outside upset saying a wild piece of appearance. I was along the way, anyone that got involved made sense besides Master P. Either who was luckily so involved, the hype of a celebrating appearance, his environment was kept mostly. After the OPPS was standing tall with Kenny Omega and sports scheduling. I was lucky to use the team finding the Death Riddles at Double 19 and also inside area. I think it's likely Samoa will get his world title shot before Double 19, allowing Moxley to pick up his final squad title defense. I was before the man's Owens. I also demands his opponent for All In. So after a while, Samoa Joe will not win. He is a great opponent for Moxley in a legitimate world battle from a champion that we gave the Dead Riddles all the day can handle. So I'm going with B plus, which is so Monster B to the analyze process possible at Moxley. I was a safety allowing a Travis Scott expressing Samoa Joe to a side eye at sports Strickland has he declared his intention to await the AEW World Championship. In next man's get Ricochet goes one-on-one against Mark Briscoe. Also after a competitive back and forth with Ricochet to struggle to deal with the crowd. Underneath Mark Briscoe deserves the one and only attempt to stack him up with his feet flat and get onto the ropes into his own pen for the win. Also afterward, Ricochet attacked Mark Briscoe and went for the Garnet Sizzle, and Kevin Knight made the save and stole the assist from the one and only. So I think this was a sold match, but the shot win. Also Cody defended it, and just felt like a loss to counter classic match. So that was a complete really win that would not normally happen. Has a good head mark. Briscoe is Ricochet first light with a top star, a hollow level. I think this victory may start saying that pre-operation probably showing that Mark Briscoe is ready to get back into a title pistol. I just said adjusted to Kevin Knight was a rival, was seamless. I think this is a good to next step was it a set and AEW whatever this is addresses. It is a great showcase of Ricochet just follow in a 28-year-old wrestling top star onto the road to All In. And the winner of this match is Mark Briscoe. I would say after in early scenes, Ricochet has questioned Mark Briscoe into the fans, mocking him for the break Brad when his opponent was so Bill. And just the one and only evolved the foggy ball meatball into to connect with a springboard for 50 splash for a near fall. I just the crowd responded with "You still suck." And speaking about stage with Christian Cage was tried to take Nick Wayne, knowing wanted to always TV championship from him. Instead, he gave it back with a love. So, after FTR attacked the Rocking Roll Express at the behest of Starkey Hathaway to interrupt Tony Schiavone, inducing for FTR to talk up Cass Wheeler and Dax Howard. After when FTR brought in Rock and Roll Express to follow and attack the top lessons of Ricky Martin Ricky Martin was it Adam Cole and Robert Strong and Kyle O'Reilly went out and late to make such a save. I think it's good to see Starkey Hathaway finally back on TV again. After his nothing stick and saves and AJ is becoming an awkward running show as there is so little payoff for his angels. After how ill he fits this new hair tone to FTR with so far proving his body right away. After by striking all receive punishment from their record. I just the news of Walking Road Express feels a bit played out with FTR. Andrew went but Dax couldn't cutting off Ricky Morton was a delightful way to treat that heat. So I just so far and just it is a much needed things for Dax Hall and Cass Willow, and they should have plenty of mental to keep the heat until Cope returns very soon. So I just started halfway and told FTR and that's that he will get the expenses. Hold on, guys. Something like that. Now, I wasn't removed from the record book into a funnel. I was before the sneak attack. Starting halfway to show off the new FTR t-shirt is calling them the living legends kernels. After it was later announced that FTR vs. Robert Strong and Kyle O'Reilly was booked for AEW on inclusion for this Saturday. So, in the next match, we got tag team match. We got some Young Bucks. We take on Speedball, Mike Bailey, and Kevin Knight. I just said the Young Bucks found a dangerous sons in Speedball, Mike Bailey, and Kevin Knight. Was it only in Voices from Ricochet could save Nicholas and Maverick Saxon? I just said a one and only grab Kevin Knight's leg and the Young Bucks caught in on the springboard and hit an EVP trigger to the win. So I think welcome back to the Young Bucks, their fourth match back in AEW was an important blast and perfect showcase of the value to set the plan. I think it helps to work with 2 men that might be even faster than with them these days. Kevin Knight and Mike Bailey look phenomenal throughout and lose 90 from the lose. And this was above the best absence of the night. Andy wasn't the key stories of Dynamite, and he would Ricochet his rivalry with Kevin Knight is even more in one night. I just said a Young Bucks show how dangerous they can be and made clear. I think they can keep up with anyone and what they would need to do soon. And the winner on this match, the Young Bucks. I just said Young Bucks reveal their tone. I just honor and their time off looking in better shape than they ever have. I think in this classic of Young Buck facets, I think this match became a certificate party ending with Bailey, Mike Bailey, and Nicholas intertwined with a roundhouse kicks. Kevin Knight hit Nicholas with a drop kick right into a power bomb, a bad breaker from Mike Bailey. I was that only once in the match. And then when Bailey hit a moonsault and double knee drop into a UFO splash on Nicholas that again almost took the victory. So Speaking of MCF gets the two thumbs up into but still cannot get into Sahot Sezicate, he said. MCF to interrupt Bobby Lashley, Bobby in Fancy Call. Opposite to display Sahot Sezicate, he finally got his second thumbs up from Central Sportsman. He had to bring over his car so Almighty, who took it for a test drive, wasn't only to still give the assault of the oath a thumbs down. And this was a significant opponent on the last week, and it was even whether it ran a little too long. And to win MCF finally on such a Bossman was bad in long landing from that win. He was trying to sway Bob. So I like that his salesman call him Bob. It's not Bob, I'll call him Bob, and lastly it's not Bob. This was hilarious. I just think the best part of this angle is that the salt wasn't off. I just still cannot figure out that he needs a human touch to build trust with Lashley. I think he may never understand that. I think it's hard to master this angle, sustaining the question much longer. I think whether MCF will sign Sahot Sezicate. I think he might sign him or not. I think. So, I think it's the next 2 to 3 weeks. And lastly, either needs to give him a thumbs up soon, or the Sahot Sezicate needs to give him 3 thumbs down. I love that assessment between him. I also love that part. MCF explained that, no, MVP explained that knowing that the Sahot Sezicate fights comes back, so it seems like it did, put over the gates of agony has the attention of young lions. Sanjay Bosman explained that he was not falling for MCF. He was because of form of last week, but because of MVP trust in him. So I think when Sanjay Bosman explained that he was not falling for MCF, so I think MCF was stronger to get out the awards. I'm sorry, cause I wasn't say the crowd just say you're sorry. And you went MCF to interrupt to Winnie Paquette, this interview of him and Adam Page. I just said a soul of the oath to remind the cowboy that he will still be the next world champion. I think he might be the next world champion for the next title episode. So next match got tag team match. We got Ospreay, Brody King, and kind of Sasuke Ichishade and Sauce Alexander. I just said combined events of the Don Callis family. I just read too much for Ospreay and Brody King has Sauce Alexander finally kept the House of Hell down with a C4 spike. Also, after the win, let's also soak slam Ospreay, and then Carlos arrived to him and Adam Page, trying to get his hands on him. So Algebra repulsing Frenzy attack the cowboy from behind, setting up a colorful brain buster. Algebra was an Algebra from last week running back to last play, and Saturday was a dangerous play out of prison, but and this was still fun. It wasn't just never going to be at the same level. So whatever imaging just felt like it wasn't more about the other two men. Sauce Anderson got to hit hard and looked dangerous to Bowling King showcase his fighting through the possible odds of the size of the young cat family. Also now is the most overwhelming, even the dead whales cannot match up to them. Also following the taunt of Rocky Ramone and return of Trent Boyer, the post-match was a great hype. I just spot for Carl Fossil setting why he could undefeated him even when he is closely losing. And it will be interesting to see what the group just added to Owen with so many moving pieces in any army will be needed to conscious set a family. In the middle of this match, Sauce Alessandro and Cesare. While Don Cass showing the chemistry of this also strode into the corner of the hills and was causing his skirmishments into Osprey took out was also aside but dove into a full-on strike from Sauce Alessandro back into the ring. After went into Saturday and Sauce Alessandro hit a two jumping rolling forearms smashes on King, but the big man is still kick out. So here's the women's final on Hot tournament. Here's a main event. So we get women's Owen Hart and the Justice tournament. Chris Canangelo goes one-on-one against Sammy Halo. Chris Canangelo went all out throwing her body at Sammy Halo to take this win. But it was Sammy Halo that had the final answer. She caught Chris Canangelo flying away and followed by overshot arm into the wind. And when Massey Manet came out afterward to stare down her father's opponent to end the show. And it just was only match that could of this main event this week card. And just the stakes were clear. The result was a pre-audible, so the talent was inaudible. Sammy Hill and Chris Canangelo have been kept apart all the way to this moment between them, so why this should not be the last time they fight. After both women dug deep into the with Canangelo so off her high flying. As it was, Sammy Hill went grind and pound with a submission hold. After it felt like they could have done at last a few more minutes. After Haskins was the real Dynamite to end right at the 2 hour mark. The script they made the most of the moment, and this was Cindy Hill moment to remind anyone of who she is. Any woman could have one, but a Cindy Hill makes the double or nothing match more predictable, expendable. It could win. Cindy Hill has history with Tony Storm stepping back into before September 1. Tony Storm versus the CEO is the biggest women's match and didn't make able to produce. And that is a recap from sources no matter what, and Cindy Hill so only benefit from this spotlight match. And the winner of this match, Cindy Hill. I'm just making backstage. Tony Storm threw at a 76 mental opportunity for on AEW All-Inclusive coming on this Saturday. It was an answer by Queen Amala. Chris Daniel went for a missile of the apron, but Cindy Hill walked away from it, allowing her to punt it onto the floor. After then, Chris Daniel pulled off an incredible 450 splash for the near fall. And overall so. This week was always going to be a calm down episode. I didn't comparison to last week, but AJ kept it strong. The Owen Hart for Johnson's pushing towards the double or nothing. After the pacing of a night left the main event a bit short for time, but it was still a great showcase for Sammy Hill and Chris Daniel. After before that, the Young Bucks was a Speedball, My Bailey, and Kevin Knight to set the schedule incredible asses throughout. And then after with Ospreay and Brody King versus Kosuke Ichisade and South Alessandro. After was also good, fun. Also just highlight and what was overall a strong card for asses. After the story department was sold, the Jet Riddles have finally found Will to over sentence, and in the return of the Young Bucks has added so many fresh mess-ups to the story. And you when MCF and the whole syndicate moving along toward a lead turning point FTL Hill turn and so continues to grow into something special. I just think the main disappointment is that after the women's top division has a loss of spotlight in the story with only focusing on its select a few top stars due to all the gold coming in one answer. AEW Dynamite remains in so that could lose more, but closely has kept the biggest stories of the brand in front and center. So AEW was a great show tonight. So let me check on my YouTube community poll for the night. So give me 1 minute. So if you like this review tonight, please give it a like, subscribe, and just thumbs up on my channel. So let's go my YouTube community poll. So give me 1 second. So it was a great show tonight. I loved it. So get 50% largest show tonight of AEW Dynamite. 50%. 50% is right. And 2% didn't like it. So let's go to my eighth poll. So get 2% liked it. 2% is right. And 100% didn't like it. So let's go to my twist poll. So get 50% liked it. 45% is right. And 36 didn't like it. So it was a good show tonight of Dynamite. It was an amazing show. So I'm going to put it on the screen here. You guys want to see this for the few minutes here. So this is Dr. Brett Beckle, this top into the mountain. This DMD has been tweeting this out a few minutes ago. So this match was an incredible moment between those. It's Matt Hardy. It says this Friday and Saturday on April 25th and April 26th. It'll be meeting games to in the palace, the squad circle. Here's an open Boston Open Radio. So Henry, Buddy Ray, Jerry Boys, and the strongest man, Mark Henry. So this was amazing. So that's Andrade is at today's diet food, I think. Let's say also his new championship. So it's a new match. And I got Mercedes Moné goes 1-on-1 against Sammy Halo. So this was a fun moment between those moments of those. It says Bobby Lashley takes himself call and still gave him a thumbs down a while ago. Here's the next part. So, Question Case told Nick Wayne and then told him to his face that his mom, that this, and this is. So this was a great. So I still remember way back the other day when I watched this game Stampede during AEW 2020 Double Nudging. So I watched that for a long time. I watched that Stampede Stadium. This was an insane match. This is like 2 years back in 2020. So this is 2025. So this was insane match for the night. So this was a fun moment between that. Oh, it's more announced. So Hardy Boys party is coming to on May 16th, and Seth Hardy will be deleting all vegan. That's what you said. we get so much more. So here's the next tweet. It says Bobby Lashley inside the Busman of MCF was upset today. And Sammy Hill wants in the match. So we have a new title belt. It's made a more beneficial belt in wrestling with weight. For them TNA wrestling. So this was a fabulous wrestling of the night. So we get more on Wednesday. Meet Mexico City Grand Slam on Wednesday, September 18th. The tickets go on sale on April 26th. It starts 10 a.m. Ticketmaster.com and more. So it was a fun match. So it's Ric Flair is at a basketball game tonight of Lakers game. So that's what Ric Flair is on ESPN Plus. So that's what this boy Ric Flair at that Lakers game tonight. So I'm gonna show you guys of this screen here in a few minutes. So let me put on of that. So that's Ric Flair at a Lakers game. So he was at basketball at Lakers game at basketball tonight's game. So this was the best match of the night. As Megan say. And John Cena's old classic backlash against Randy Orton. 230 years. It's the Undertaker. Oh yeah, there's Trish Stratus during a heat moment of Say also won his victory. Oh yeah, here's today's tweet. It says Rick Rude was one of my dad's closest friends. My dad loved Rick. He is with my dad and just has a big board. So that's Sam Neidhart. So that's those two all going up. This is way back in the day. So this is a very long time. So that's Sam Neidhart with Wrestling Rick Rude. That's the best moment of that. So I miss my two lessons, like Wrestling Rick Rude and Sam Neidhart for a very long time. When Natalia's been tweeting this out on last night, she's been tweeting this out. So this was insane. So we will do a lot more here. I will wrapping up. So today's Dr. Rebecca's birthday is today. Dr. Rebecca of D&D. This is a full moment of that. and your heartbeat is back and get it again. With I love how this is about to pair involve vlogs, and we'll see it again Sunday from Sonia Gallo vlog on his YouTube channel. So Sonia Gallo has a YouTube channel. You can check this out. So we got Dynamite ID, Dynamite Evolve. It's on Tubi on YouTube tonight. So this was the best moment of this. So our family was on his podcast sometime, I think. So it's a new match. So we got NBA playoff be starting this Saturday to TBS and Max, no TNT and Max, so like that. Be coast to coast this Saturday on April 26th. So we got a couple more games here. So that's Rusev and Lana and so Henry has been returned after all these years. So when I saw this, so Henry at 2 years, I say 2014, he was a part of that show with Lana. I like Rusev. He's a great personal wrestler. He is. Very good, talented. Glad he's back to Monday Night Raw. So, if the Dodgers was at an Informant Central of TFC on my mind. Today's Moose book is today on Team A. World Champion. Here's the next one. Actor Master Pete gave a new career Sabians a welcome to this city. So aged World Sabian to some Moxley to allow a screen to that start tonight. So this was a best and just great review. So we will wrap it up in a few minutes here. I was thinking about Cody Rhodes. Travis Scott basket for not taking a visit after losing Cody Rhodes. I think. So, we got a couple more here. It's Ricky Saints, Jay Cargill. So that's John Cena at Hollywood Idol of all three parts. So John Cena was becoming #1 champion of all time. So John Cena has a good movie star. He works so hard on his movies. So I just loved it. So thank you for watching tonight's AEW review and recap for tonight's AEW Dynamite. So Austin Creed been tweeting this out. This is over trip to Howard Beats. So that's when he tweeted this out, Austin Creed. It's like a news so like up, down, down, Austin Creed. I watched his channel on YouTube channel. Here's a last two. So we haven't hit the sad part here. Hold on, let me write this down here. Passed away. So he was a former WCW star. Steve Mingo has passed away. He was the great wrestler he is. So he been passed away on his age of 67. Along with ARS. A football player in WCW too. So I was a former WCW star Steve Mingo passed away. As you know, has Steve Mingo during his time in professional wrestling and was passed away on Wednesday at the age of 58. Wasn't it there was from Sarah Penton, son of legendary of NFL's top star Walter Penton, who played alongside in the NFL according to the post from Penton. He was passed away at 5:28 p.m. Eastern Time for this afternoon. Also from due to ALS, Penton noted that also cited by a loved ones. He also asked those seeing the message to keep his family in their employers. As just the news comes following a report from WCN News on Wednesday that said Andrew was playing to removal from his transfer to a hospice care and has been battling ALS since 2021. And he was hospitalized back in August 2023. After in 2024 was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. There was a while he was unable to entangle the Xiaomi is the best, but was revealed by his family and former teammate at his home. He played in 13 seasons with the Chicago Bears and won the Super Bowl with them in late 1985. He was a two-time first team All-Pro and a two-time Pro Bowl among all alcohols in his second in franchise history with 92.5 long career stats. He signed with Mike and then Hamilton and wrestled Sam Covenant and Mike and Roger Penton also has members of the late 1985. He was in Chicago Bears who have been inducted into the Hall of Fame. So, after in professional wrestling, it had a legendary long career. He was a color commentator with WCW, and he had a prominent one as a member of the Four Horsemen. He he is also a former WCW United States Heavyweight Champion. So we will speak from your family and Johnson's family to honor this man, to late of WCW. So this is so sad to hear of this news today. So we will wish Steve Mingo and his and Johnson's family. So this is a part of this son is sad to see him this honor. This is a lot more here. So let me say in the corner roster in a minute. So let me see here. And we will wrap it up in a few minutes. No, not that. Hold on. So let me check on WWE current roster list. So here's the current roster it has now. So we haven't heard any names since Les and Dan. By time I think. So I can't wait for the next pay-per-view. It'll be Women's Anniversary pay-per-view on July 12th. To get Candice away, lost her title. Just to rumors. So I'm gonna take Sonya to cut up to SmackDown or Raw. So what do you guys think? I'll wait for the WWE draft come up very soon. Hopefully. So I haven't heard anything about WWE draft just yet. I mean, stay tuned for more. So this guy has a good job. I mean, and also just fly on SmackDown. So we'll be wrapping up about 60 minutes. So this is the fun match of the night. So I'm gonna see my 5 picks on SmackDown this coming Friday, and so much more. So here's my top 5 picks of women's pay-per-view. We got Sunny Figures 1. You got Terry Stratton versus Terry Stratton 2. Let me see. I'll say Papa Nevin. Nia Jax and Mason. So those are my top 5 picks. So we'll be wrapping up right now. So have a great Wednesday. And I'll see you guys this Friday on live on SmackDown. This Friday on Friday SmackDown. And so much more. So thank you for watching all the globe on my podcast and anything. So if you like, subscribe, just page at the top below. And thank you for watching of AEW Dynamite on the review tonight. And thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Have a good night. I'll see you next time. Have a good one, guys. Peace.